Hey y'all, B Bridges 100 back at you. Alright guys, been a long time. I'm going to do a good old-fashioned review. Haven't done a knife review in quite some time, and figured it's about time to. So we're going to be reviewing the Zero Tolerance 0350. Now, for those of you who subscribe to his channel, Nut & Fancy just did a review on this not too long ago, which of course he expressed his opinions, which probably most people watching my channel tend to disagree with. I mean, I don't necessarily always disagree with what he says, but you know, I like watching his reviews just because they are honest reviews and how he feels about products. Anyway, this is not a video about Nut & Fancy. Sorry. So anyway, 0350. Start off here with a little bit of the specs. We got, let's see, a 3 1/4 inch, 3.25 inch S30V steel blade, and this one is the matte black finish. I'm not real sure. I think it's a tungsten DLC coating. Pretty much the same thing that's on, you know, like Spyderco paramilitaries and militaries and things. Anyhow, that wasn't very good. 3 1/4 inch blade. Handle length on this thing, closed length, is 4 5/8 or 4.625 inches. And let's see here. And just because I don't normally do it, I'm going to do it just because I have it available to me. For those of you who are not in the United States, the blade length is 8.25 centimeters. The closed length on it is 11.7 centimeters. So there you go. A little bit for the for my subscribers that are not in the States. So the overall length of it would be 7 3/4 inches, or that's the open length, 7 3/4 inches, also known as 19.7 centimeters overall length. The weight on this bad boy, which is what old Nuttin didn't like too much. You know, you guys who watch him know how he is about the weight of his knives. I personally don't give a crap about the weight. I mean, I kind of like a little bit of heft myself, but you know, whatever. Different strokes. The weight on it is 5.6 ounces. So, I mean, it's got some heft, and you know, not much you can do about that. Solid steel liners. It makes it a tank of a knife. It really does. Lockup on this one is probably right around 75. Yeah, I'll say about 75% lockup on it. So, you know, maybe that's a little late for some of you guys. It's cool with me. I don't really care. And I still have plenty of time for that thing to wear in. But G10 scales on it, I think they're excellent. I mean, they're not overly grippy. Most of you guys watching have probably held this knife, and I'm sure you've held knives with much grippier G10 than this. It's definitely got some texture. So I mean, it gives you a nice feel in the hand, and of course it's got the jimping up top here, which really does provide quite a bit of grip. I mean, I think it does. You know, you might have a different opinion of it, but I feel like it does. Or you can also choke up, and they've got this little groove here. My thumb fits perfectly in that thing, man. I hold it like that a lot if I'm out shaving wood, you know, kind of doing like the tent stake, making those. It's a good place to put my thumb. Anyhow, obviously liner lock, and the pocket clip. Pocket clip is a 4-directional pocket clip. It is tipped up, tipped down, left or right carry. I have it set for tip up, right hand carry, which is my preference. I've mentioned that many times before. It's probably most people's preference. It's not exactly a very low ride. I mean, you have about, you know, that much of the knife sticking out of your pockets, so you may not like that kind of thing. You know, for me, it really doesn't matter that much. It kind of gives you something to grab onto to pull it out of the pocket, which I like. The deployment on it, it's actually really good when you have a good torsion bar. That's one gripe I have about this. I noticed that the torsion bar seems to really wear quickly. It gets weaker and weaker very quickly. In fact, the third day I had this thing, the torsion bar that was in it snapped. I did not tell you guys about that, but it did. It snapped on me, and luckily the person who I traded the Super Leaf for this, you know, this person who sent me this had an extra torsion bar in the package. I actually went ahead and called KAI, Kai, whatever you want to call them, you know, the people who make this, Zero Tolerance and Kershaw Knives, and they're actually sending me out a new torsion bar just so I have one on hand, which is good because this one, you can see if I don't push really hard, if I just push down on the flipper, it doesn't deploy all the way. But I'll give it one thing, man, lock up, it is literally like a tank. I mean, that thing is just, there's no movement. I can't even flex it. So, you know, the deployment's kind of a pain. You can give it a little bit of a wrist flick like that. Doesn't take much, but or you can just push straight in on the flipper and it flies out pretty good. So all in all, I'm liking this blade a lot. The S30V steel is a little different for me. I'm not used to having such a hard steel to sharpen, and when I got the thing, it was still had the factory edge, which the factory edge, there's nothing wrong with the factory edge. I prefer to have my edge on there, and I kind of polish it. I mean, I leave a little tooth on it, but I like to polish it at the same time. Some of you guys might not know what I'm talking about, but most of you probably do. So anyhow, man, I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, guys. I did not think before I made this video. I just kind of turned the camera on, and here we are. All in all, though, I really like the knife. Like I said, I mean, you got the good jimping up top. What I didn't mention is you got the jimping on the bottom here, which I don't know, maybe it's for a reverse grip like this for the thumb. It feels good when you do it like that. I mean, I don't really ever have any reason for holding a knife this way. And I guess I would if I was, I don't know, in a knife fight, but it's that's probably not. I mean, it's not 1937, so I'm probably not going to get into a old-fashioned gang knife fight. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's nice. It's nice. The ergos on the thing are great. If you don't have a big hand, I mean, my hands are large. They're not super large, not extra large, but I have large hands. This thing fills the hand very well. So if you have small hands, probably not the knife for you. Okay, but on the back here it does say some stuff which I didn't mention. It has the model number 0350, KAI, patented, made in the USA. Serial number on this one is 7957, 7957. Speed safe, S30V, Ken Onion design. So that's it, guys. There's really not a whole lot else to say about it. I mean, it's a good blade. I haven't put it through a real super hard test yet. I will, and when I do, I'll try to take you guys along with me, maybe out in the woods or something. Really test it out, kind of test this pivot out, see how much I can do before it starts getting some side-to-side play. I don't want to really beat up on it because I don't have the kind of money that some guys do that, you know, can take these knives and beat up on it. I mean, this money's out of my pocket. I don't want to completely destroy the thing, but we'll see what it takes to get some play in it, you know. Alright, guys, that's it. If there's anything I didn't touch on or you want to know more about it, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, y'all take it easy.